Hey guys, how's it going? Today I just want to talk about something real quick. And look, uh, I just want to say, never leave. If you can do the best to your ability to do this, do it. Which is never leave something unsaid. A couple days ago, I had a talk with someone that's in my circle, and well, it's one of my parents. And, I said, I finally get what was going on with everybody in our house. Blah, blah, blah. This is the reason why this happened, that happened. All of us have our own issues. But my parent that I had the conversation with said, we didn't divorce because of um, because of what was going on with you spiritually and mentally at the time. And you may think, well, why in the world is he talking about this now? Because I was in and out when my parents split up. But the reason I say that is because years ago, before I could really even understand it, I was about, I don't know, 18, 17, 18 at the time. And I talked to an acquaintance, and they were an adult friend, and they said, well, this kind of sucks. My parents are getting divorced, and they've been together for, whatever it was for this person. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, it was 30 years. And they told me, you'd think at my age a divorce wouldn't bother me, but it does. And for me, it bothered me especially because when my parents split up, I wasn't doing well mentally, spiritually, physically. I was angry. Um, I was drowning in self-pity and blah, 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 blah. And so what I'm saying is, even if you're splitting up with your wife after 30, 40, 50 years, whatever it is, don't not talk to your kids about it, even if they're adults, because they can try to have that tough adult skin of, well, I'm an adult now, I should be able to handle this. We have this perception in society where if you're an adult, you can't be a suck about something. And when I was talking to my parent, I broke down in tears. They were happy tears. But even though I think deep down I knew that whatever happened with them had nothing to do with me, I needed to hear it. And that and maybe it's not a divorce for you, maybe it's not a separation for you, but if you have something that you need to say to a family member because in your own mind they're upset at you about something, or you guys had a falling out, or whatever the case may be, don't leave something unsaid. Just don't do it, because you don't want to be living with the shoulda, coulda, woulda said if they pass away. God forbid. But I'm just being real. And if you physically can't be around a family member, somebody that you need to talk to, like let's say they intimidated you, or the last time you saw them there was like a physical altercation or a fight, or maybe the family member or the person or the friend, whoever, just is mentally unstable and nobody knows where they are in life. Like nobody knows maybe where they are, period. Because some people lose contact with their uh, family. And that came up a little while ago with somebody else I know, where they found out, when I got to know them, they found out that their family member passed away. And this was this person's brother. And he was like, the friend that I know said, well, I didn't even know he was dying. I didn't know. Nobody knew where he was. We haven't seen him in 3 years. He was homeless. We just found out. Nobody knew how to get a hold of him. The hospital didn't know how to get a hold of us. So what I'm saying is, maybe there's something physically that is holding you back from seeing the person. Maybe it's spiritually holding you back. That's fine. Pray, send out good vibes, do whatever you got to do. But if you can physically go and see, or you can handle a civil conversation with the person, do that, or call them, or text them, or Facebook them, or whatever. And just don't leave any stone unturned if you can help it. Because you don't want to be... I use divorce for an example because of that friend that it happened with when I was 17, and she was telling me, oh, well, this, you think it wouldn't bother me? I'm an adult. But I'm just saying, like, that type of situation can apply to anything. So really, pray to God about it, read in your Bible, figure out what you can do. And if you don't end up getting a hold of the person, or you find out, like the one person I know, that the family member passed away, then that's fine. In the sense that you can't hold on to guilt for not getting a hold of them. And if you can't get up the courage, again, that's fine too. Because don't beat yourself up. They can still hear you from beyond if they've already passed away. Talk to them. Like, don't call them out. Don't do that. Don't use a Ouija board. Don't do that type of... That's just a whole bunch of dark energy. Just pray to God and just... They'll hear it. Because hopefully there are angels up there and they're watching you and they'll know. Alright? Because there's too many family disputes in this day and age, and you don't want to go down that rabbit hole of leaving any stone unturned. And if it's physically too impossible to find where they are, maybe they moved, wherever, Washington, D.C., London, Ontario, London, England, wherever, then don't beat yourself up. Just pray, just meditate, send out some good vibes. Later.